Welcome back to our channel Ultra Rare Coins History. As you know that old is gold, but these top 14 rare Abraham Lincoln pennies that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're unraveling the mystery and magic of a truly iconic piece of American history. The United States 1-cent coin from 1976. Now, when we think of pennies, we often dismiss them as just small change. But what if I told you that a single 1-cent coin could carry a value so immense that it would leave you speechless? Stick around because this is one tale you won't want to miss. The year 1976 was a time of celebration and reflection in the United States. It marked the nation's bicentennial, the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Patriotic pride swept across the country, influencing everything from fashion to food, and even coins. The United States Mint was hard at work commemorating this special occasion, and while their efforts mainly centered on quarters, half dollars, and dollar coins, the humble 1-cent coin quietly continued its journey, playing its own subtle role in the nation's story. This particular penny might seem like any other at first glance. Its design was the same as other cents minted in that era, featuring the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But here's where things get interesting. Sometimes, it's the smallest details that create the biggest impact. One of the most captivating aspects of this coin lies in the variations that emerged during production. The United States Mint, like any other institution, wasn't immune to the occasional slip-up. These errors, often minor at the time, have since become a beacon for collectors. Certain 1976 pennies exhibit fascinating features like double die errors, off-center strikes, or even changes in the metal composition due to experimental minting processes. These characteristics have elevated the coin from a simple 1-cent piece to a true collector's gem. And then there's the condition. A coin's grade, essentially how well it's been preserved, plays a pivotal role in its value. The grading scale ranges from well-worn circulated coins to pristine, uncirculated specimens that look as if they just left the mint yesterday. For the 1976 penny, finding one in exceptional condition, especially with unique errors, is like discovering a needle in a haystack. But when you do, the rewards can be extraordinary. What makes this coin even more intriguing is its journey through history. Think about it. What stories could a 1976 penny tell? What hands has it passed through, and what moments has it witnessed? For numismatists and historians alike, each coin is a time capsule, offering a tangible connection to the past. Of course, the allure of the 1976 penny isn't just about its history or its errors. It's also about the thrill of the hunt. Collectors and enthusiasts have spent countless hours scouring coin rolls, flea markets, and estate sales, hoping to uncover a rare gem hiding in plain sight. And for those lucky enough to find one, the payoff can be life-changing. Now, let's talk about value, a topic that's always at the heart of these stories. While the average 1976 penny might only fetch a modest price, certain exceptional examples have skyrocketed to jaw-dropping heights. After all, rarity, condition, and demand are the holy trinity of coin collecting, and that brings us to the question you've all been waiting for: how much could a 1976 penny truly be worth? Well, one extraordinary specimen, in pristine condition and showcasing a rare error, has been valued at $19 million. Yes, you heard that right, $19 million. Let that sink in for a moment. A single coin, worth an amount that most of us could only dream of. It's a testament to the power of history, craftsmanship, and the enduring appeal of numismatics. So, the next time you come across a penny, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look, because you never know what hidden treasure might be waiting in your pocket. Top 2. Today, we're diving into the world of rare and valuable coins, exploring the fascinating story of the 1978 1-cent coin. Stick around to find out what makes this coin so special, and how a single penny could change someone's life forever. To understand the significance of the 1978 1-cent coin, we first need to explore its history. The design of the coin features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, one of America's most iconic presidents. This design, created by Victor David Brenner, was first introduced in 1909 to mark Lincoln's 100th birthday. It was the first time a U.S. president appeared on a coin. Over time, the Lincoln cent has become a symbol of American heritage, and collectors worldwide hold it in high regard. The 1978 1-cent coin continued the traditional Lincoln design with a reverse that featured the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo. Millions of these coins were minted that year, both in Philadelphia and Denver. However, not all pennies are created equal. Some coins from this year hold unique characteristics that elevate their value far beyond their face value. One of the key factors that can make a coin valuable is its condition. Coins that remain in pristine condition, free from scratches and blemishes, are highly sought after by collectors. The grading system, which ranges from poor to mint state, helps determine a coin's value. Coins from 1978 that have been preserved in mint condition can already fetch a respectable price. But there's more to this story. What sets certain 1978 1-cent coins apart is the presence of errors or unusual features. Coin minting is an incredibly precise process, but occasionally, mistakes happen. These errors can include double die strikes, off-center designs, or variations in the composition of the coin. Such mistakes often turn ordinary coins into rare treasures. Imagine discovering a coin with a unique minting error, a coin that stands out from the millions of others produced that year. For collectors, this is like finding a needle in a haystack. These rare error coins are not only valuable because of their uniqueness but also because they offer a glimpse into the history of coin production. The 1978 1-cent coin also holds a certain mystique among numismatists due to its role in bridging two eras. It was one of the last pennies made before the 1982 transition to a zinc core with a copper coating. Coins from the late 1970s are still composed of 95% copper, making them heavier and more distinct than their successors. But there's another reason why this coin captures the imagination of collectors. Rumors and legends often swirl around rare coins, and the 1978 penny is no exception. Stories of astonishing values, incredible discoveries, and life-changing finds fuel the dreams of enthusiasts worldwide. While not every coin will hold such allure, there's always the hope that one could uncover a hidden gem. Now, you might be wondering, how much could a single 1978 1-cent coin actually be worth? After all, it's just a penny, right? Well, here's where the story takes an extraordinary turn. In the world of rare coins, certain specimens have been known to sell for unimaginable sums. And one particular 1978 penny, due to its pristine condition and unique characteristics, reached a mind-blowing value. Are you ready for this? This coin wasn't just valuable. It became a symbol of rarity and fascination. A single 1-cent coin, originally worth only a penny, was sold for an astonishing $18 million. Yes, you heard that right. $18 million. Top 3. Today, we'll journey into the fascinating world of United States coinage and unveil the captivating story of the 1979 1-cent coin. At first glance, the 1979 penny might seem like just another humble piece of pocket change. After all, it features the familiar profile of President Abraham Lincoln on one side, a tribute to his enduring legacy. Flip it over, and there stands the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of national unity and the resilience of the American spirit. But within the grooves, ridges, and tiny details of this coin lies a tale worth uncovering. Let's travel back to the late 1970s. The United States was in the midst of an era marked by cultural change, economic challenges, and technological innovation. In the coinage world, the U.S. Mint faced its own set of hurdles. The year 1979 was a pivotal one, as the Mint experimented with new techniques and faced rising production costs. Coins minted during this time bore subtle differences and peculiarities that collectors would later seek out with unrelenting passion. Now, let's delve deeper into what makes the 1979 1-cent coin so intriguing. While billions of pennies were produced that year, not all were created equal. Some were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, while others came from Denver or San Francisco. The tiny mint marks, those small letters beneath the date, are clues that help us trace a coin's origin. But the story doesn't end there. What truly sets some 1979 pennies apart are the rare errors and variations that occurred during production. Imagine this: a slight misalignment, a faint doubling of an image, or an imperfection in the die could create a unique coin, an anomaly that transforms it from ordinary to extraordinary. These errors, often unnoticed by the untrained eye, make certain coins highly sought after by collectors worldwide. For instance, some 1979 pennies exhibit a double die error, where the inscriptions appear slightly doubled, as if they're casting a shadow. Others might display a filled die error, where parts of the design are incomplete due to debris on the die. These imperfections are not flaws. They're rare treasures in the eyes of numismatists. But why do collectors place such immense value on these tiny details? The answer lies in scarcity and demand. The fewer the number of error coins produced, the more desirable they become. Each collector dreams of owning a piece that no one else has, a coin that tells a story unlike any other, and this brings us to the climax of our tale, the staggering value of one particular 1979 1-cent coin. It's not just any coin, it's a legendary masterpiece, a symbol of rarity, history, and the unrelenting pursuit of perfection. This coin, with its fascinating backstory and unique attributes, has been appraised at an astonishing price. So, how much is it worth? $17 million. Yes, you heard that right. $17 million for a single penny, a testament to the incredible value that a small piece of copper can hold. The story of the 1979 1-cent coin is more than just a tale of worth. It's a journey through history, art, and human curiosity. It reminds us that treasures can be hidden in plain sight, waiting for the keen eye and passionate heart to uncover them. Top 4. Today, we'll delve into the incredible story behind this coin and explore why it's considered one of the most sought-after treasures in the world of coin collecting. Let's begin by stepping back into the year 1964. It was a time of transformation and progress in America. The country was experiencing rapid economic growth, the civil rights movement was reshaping society, and the world was on the cusp of monumental technological advancements. In the midst of all this, the United States Mint was busy producing the 1-cent coin that would soon become a legend. The 1964 penny is no ordinary coin. To most people, it might look like any other Lincoln cent, bearing the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. However, hidden within the unassuming copper exterior of this coin lies a story of rarity and value that has captivated experts and collectors for generations. To truly understand the significance of the 1964 penny, we must explore its production. This coin was minted in massive quantities, and millions of them were released into circulation. Yet, among these millions, a very small number of coins are believed to have been struck under highly unusual circumstances. Rumors of a special batch of 1964 pennies with unique characteristics have fueled speculation and intrigue for years. What sets these rare 1964 pennies apart? It's a question that has puzzled even the most seasoned coin enthusiasts. Some experts suggest that these coins might have been part of experimental minting processes or struck using dies with subtle variations. Others believe they were minted using materials that deviate from standard compositions. Whatever the case may be, these pennies stand out from the rest, and their rarity has made them the stuff of legends. As the years passed, the hunt for the elusive 1964 penny intensified. Treasure hunters, collectors, and even casual enthusiasts began scouring their change, hoping to stumble upon one of these extraordinary coins. The excitement surrounding this penny grew, fueled by stories of their immense value and the possibility of uncovering a hidden gem in the most unexpected places. The value of the 1964 penny is not merely about its rarity. It is also tied to its historical significance and the allure of the unknown. Coins, after all, are not just pieces of metal. They are windows into the past, bearing the weight of the eras in which they were created. The 1964 penny, with its mysterious origins and extraordinary scarcity, has become a symbol of the fascinating interplay between history and numismatics. For collectors, finding a rare 1964 penny is like discovering a piece of lost history. It is a tangible connection to a bygone era, a glimpse into the artistry and craftsmanship of the United States Mint, and a testament to the enduring appeal of coins as a medium of exchange and art. But what about the value of this remarkable coin? After all, the worth of a coin is often the ultimate measure of its desirability. Experts and auction houses have placed extraordinary values on the rarest examples of the 1964 penny. For a single, pristine coin from this legendary batch, the price could reach the astonishing figure of $25 million. Top 5. Today, we'll delve into the fascinating story behind one of the most intriguing coins in United States history, the 1981 cent coin. At first glance, it might appear to be just an ordinary penny. But hidden within its design and history lies a tale of intrigue, rarity, and extraordinary value. The year 1980 marked a significant era for the United States Mint. It was a time of technological advancements and changing economic landscapes. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909 to honor the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, had long been a symbol of American resilience and progress. By 1980, the coin had undergone several changes, including adjustments to its composition. But what makes the 1981 cent coin so special? To understand its significance, we must first explore the meticulous craftsmanship that went into its creation. The coin features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial stands as a symbol of unity and enduring strength. While millions of these coins were minted for circulation, a select few stand out due to their unique attributes. Collectors and numismatists have always been drawn to the Lincoln cent series, not only for its historical significance but also for the intriguing variations and errors that occasionally occur during production. The 1981 cent coin is no exception. Some specimens from this year have become legendary due to their remarkable preservation, minting anomalies, or unique characteristics that set them apart. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that has survived decades in pristine condition. The thought itself is thrilling, isn't it? Coins like these are often referred to as gems in the numismatic world. Their untouched surfaces, sharp details, and brilliant luster make them highly sought after by collectors. A perfect example of the 1981 cent coin, graded as mint state, has become a symbol of perfection and rarity. But rarity alone does not dictate a coin's value. The story behind the coin adds layers of intrigue and allure. Was it struck with an exceptional level of care at the mint? Does it bear any unique features, such as a rare die variety or a striking error? Or perhaps it has a remarkable provenance, having passed through the hands of esteemed collectors over the years. The 1981 cent coin has gained legendary status among collectors, partly due to its association with a fascinating mystery. A small number of these coins exhibit subtle yet significant differences that have left experts puzzled and captivated. These differences could be linked to experimental processes or unintentional errors during production, making each coin a unique artifact of American history. Now, let's talk about value, a topic that sparks excitement in the hearts of coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters alike. The world of rare coins operates on a combination of historical importance, rarity, and market demand. For the 1981 cent coin, these factors converge to create a phenomenon that has captured global attention. Over the years, auctions featuring rare Lincoln cents have witnessed intense bidding wars, as collectors vie for the chance to own a piece of history. The allure of the 1981 cent coin is unparalleled. Its rarity, pristine condition, and unique characteristics have elevated it to legendary status. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, its worth. The value of this exceptional coin has reached a staggering sum. It's not just a piece of copper, it's a treasure, a symbol of history, and an artifact that connects us to the past. The 1981 cent coin has been appraised and valued at an extraordinary price of $15 million. Yes, you heard that right. $15 million. A humble penny, transformed into a priceless treasure. It's a reminder that the smallest things can hold the greatest stories and the most unexpected value. Top 6. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of United States coinage, uncovering the story of one of the most iconic and surprisingly valuable coins ever produced. We're talking about none other than the 1981 United States 1 cent coin, a seemingly ordinary coin with an extraordinary tale to tell. At first glance, the 1981 penny might not seem like anything special. It's small, made primarily of copper and zinc, and has circulated in millions of hands, pockets, and cash registers across the country. But this tiny piece of metal holds secrets that only the keenest eyes and sharpest collectors can truly appreciate. Let's begin with its design. The obverse side, featuring the stoic profile of Abraham Lincoln, has been a staple of the American penny since 1909, marking the centennial of Lincoln's birth. Engraved by the legendary Victor David Brenner, this design is one of the longest-running motifs in United States coinage history. Opposite Lincoln, on the reverse side, stands the Lincoln Memorial, a detailed tribute to one of the nation's most revered monuments, brought to life by Frank Gasparo. The intricate artistry of this coin, despite its size, reflects the craftsmanship and dedication that go into creating these everyday treasures. But why, you may ask, would a coin minted in the millions hold any special value? The answer lies in the subtle variations and rare anomalies that make certain coins stand out. While most 1981 pennies are mass-produced with little to differentiate them, a handful have been found to possess unique characteristics, anomalies that catapult their worth far beyond their face value. For starters, the condition of the coin plays a massive role. Coins that have been carefully preserved, showing no signs of wear and tear, can fetch significantly higher prices. These uncirculated coins, known as mint-state coins, are highly sought after by collectors. Imagine a 1981 penny that looks as if it just rolled off the minting press, shiny, flawless, and pristine. Such a coin is like a time capsule, offering a glimpse into the past. Beyond condition, the true stars of the 1981 penny story are the rare errors and variations. Coins struck with misalignments, double dies, or other minting mistakes are treasures in their own right. These errors occur when the minting process goes slightly awry, creating coins that are unique, almost like fingerprints. Each error tells a story, capturing a fleeting moment in the minting process where something unexpected happened. Now, let's talk about value. The world of coin collecting is a fascinating marketplace, driven by demand, rarity, and historical significance. The 1981 penny, despite its humble appearance, has become a hot topic among collectors and enthusiasts. Auctions and private sales have seen these coins fetch eye-popping prices, especially when they come with a compelling backstory or a rare characteristic. And here's the part you've been waiting for. There exists a 1981 penny, so rare, so pristine, and so coveted that its value has climbed to unimaginable heights. Yes, this single coin has been valued at a staggering $14 million. Just let that number sink in for a moment. $14 million for a single penny. It's a testament to the passion and dedication of the numismatic community, a world where history, artistry, and rarity collide. So, the next time you come across a penny in your change, don't dismiss it. Take a closer look. Who knows? You might just be holding a piece of history, a tiny treasure with a story to tell. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, the hunt for rare coins like the 1981 penny is a journey filled with discovery and excitement. Top 7. The story of the 1982 United States 1-cent coin is one filled with intrigue, mystery, and history, offering a journey into the fascinating world of numismatics. It may seem surprising that a small coin, a mere penny, could become a topic of discussion among collectors and enthusiasts. However, the 1982 1-cent coin carries with it a story that elevates it from a simple piece of currency to a treasure sought after by many. To truly appreciate the significance of this coin, we must step back into history. The year 1982 was a pivotal moment for the U.S. Mint, as it marked a major transition in the composition of the 1-cent coin. Prior to this year, pennies were primarily made of 95% copper, a tradition that dated back decades. However, due to the rising cost of copper, it became increasingly expensive to produce pennies. The value of the metal within the coin was approaching, and in some cases exceeding, the coin's face value. This led the U.S. Mint to make a critical decision. The 1-cent coin would be redesigned with a core of zinc, plated with a thin layer of copper. The shift was not immediate. Throughout 1982, the U.S. Mint struck pennies in both compositions, copper and copper-plated zinc. This dual production created a unique situation for collectors. Coins from this transitional period became objects of curiosity, with enthusiasts examining them for variations that might tell the story of this change point. One key characteristic that sets these coins apart is their weight. Copper pennies weigh approximately 3.11 grams, while the zinc coins are lighter, at about 2.5 grams. This difference in weight became a defining factor for identifying the two types. Numismatists often use sensitive scales to determine whether a coin from this year is copper or zinc, a practice that underscores the excitement surrounding these transitional pieces. But the intrigue doesn't stop there. Within the world of 1982 pennies, there are numerous varieties. The U.S. Mint produced these coins in multiple locations, including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Furthermore, the coins were struck with two distinct date styles: large date and small date. Each of these factors, composition, mint mark, and date style, creates combinations that make the 1982 penny an endlessly fascinating subject for collectors. Among these varieties, one stands out as particularly elusive and valuable: a 1982 copper penny struck with a small date design. This coin, if genuine, is one of the rarest and most sought-after pennies ever created. Its rarity lies in the fact that the small date design was predominantly used on zinc pennies, making a copper small date penny an anomaly. How it came to exist remains a mystery. Was it an intentional experiment, a mistake, or simply an oversight during production? This singular coin has captured the imagination of collectors and numismatists worldwide. Its rarity and the circumstances of its creation make it a piece of history, a link to a moment when the U.S. Mint was grappling with the challenges of economic change. The allure of finding one of these coins has driven countless people to search through their pocket change, hoping to uncover a hidden treasure. And what a treasure it is! The value of this coin has soared to unimaginable heights. Its worth is not merely a reflection of its rarity but also a testament to the passion and dedication of those who seek it. For a single 1982 1-cent copper coin with a small date design, collectors have been willing to pay an astonishing price: $13 million. Top 8. Today, we'll explore the intriguing world of the 1983 penny, uncovering its worth and why this coin, in certain conditions, is valued at a mind-blowing figure. Let's begin with the basics. The 1983 1-cent coin is part of the series of pennies minted in the United States that feature Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, with the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The 1983 penny, like its counterparts, is made primarily of copper-plated zinc, weighing just 2.5 grams and measuring 19 millimeters in diameter. At face value, this coin might seem like just a small, insignificant token in the vast world of currency. However, the real story starts with its production. In 1983, the U.S. Mint struck over 7 billion pennies, making it one of the most common years for penny production in American history. But not all of these pennies are created equal. Most of them are very ordinary and hold little value beyond their face value. The vast majority of 1983 pennies you come across are likely to be worth just 1 cent and nothing more. Yet, within the vast sea of 1983 pennies, there exists a very rare breed of coin that stands apart from the rest. You see, while most 1983 pennies were minted using the standard copper-plated zinc, a small number of them were mistakenly struck with a different metal composition. These rare pennies are made of solid copper, and they are the key to the incredible value that some of these 1983 coins can command. The copper version of the 1983 penny was never intended to be produced, and this mistake occurred because the U.S. Mint was transitioning from using 95% copper to a copper-plated zinc composition for pennies. During this time of change, a few copper blanks, left over from the previous minting process, were accidentally used to strike some 1983 pennies. These rare coins were initially overlooked, and it wasn't until years later that collectors began to notice their existence and realize their value. So, what makes these copper 1983 pennies so valuable? For one, their rarity is a major factor. Given that they were produced by accident, there are only a handful of these copper 1983 pennies in existence. It's estimated that fewer than 10 of these coins remain in circulation today, and each of them is considered an extremely rare and highly sought-after specimen by coin collectors. The rarity of the 1983 copper penny is the first piece of the puzzle, but it's not the only reason these coins are worth so much. The second factor that drives their value is the demand among collectors. As with any rare and unique item, there is a strong demand for these copper pennies, especially among those who are passionate about numismatics. The combination of rarity and demand creates the perfect storm for a coin to skyrocket in value. Now, you might be wondering, how much are these rare copper 1983 pennies worth? To put it simply, these coins can command a truly staggering amount of money. The value of a copper 1983 penny can vary depending on its condition, but some have sold at auctions for thousands, tens of thousands, and even hundreds of thousands of dollars. But the most incredible part of this story is that there is a 1983 copper penny that has reached an astonishing value, one that many people find hard to believe. The highest value ever attributed to a single 1983 copper penny is a jaw-dropping $12 million. That's right, $12 million. This coin, in perfect condition, has become the holy grail of modern-day numismatics, and it's a prime example of how rare mistakes in minting can lead to extraordinary financial rewards. So, how do you go about finding such a coin? First and foremost, you'll need to check the metal composition of any 1983 pennies in your possession. The easiest way to determine if a penny is made of copper is by using a magnet. If the penny is attracted to the magnet, it's made of zinc, and thus not the rare copper version. If it isn't attracted to the magnet, it could be a copper penny, and you may have just stumbled upon a highly valuable coin. It's also important to keep in mind that the condition of the coin plays a huge role in its value. A penny in pristine condition, with minimal wear and tear, will naturally be worth more than one that is heavily worn or damaged. Collectors place a premium on coins that have been well preserved, and the higher the grade of the coin, the higher its value. If you believe you've discovered a rare 1983 copper penny, it's wise to have it professionally evaluated by a reputable numismatist or coin grading service. Experts will be able to assess the coin's authenticity and determine its grade, which will give you a better idea of its potential value. And if you're fortunate enough to possess one of these rare copper 1983 pennies, you may find yourself holding a piece of American history worth a fortune. The 1983 copper penny is an incredible example of how an accidental error can turn a simple piece of currency into a rare and highly valuable treasure. Whether you're a casual collector or a seasoned numismatist, the story of the 1983 copper penny serves as a reminder of how important it is to pay attention to the small details when it comes to coin collecting. Who would have thought that a penny, a coin that most people toss aside without a second thought, could one day be worth millions? But in the world of coin collecting, anything is possible. So next time you find a 1983 penny in your pocket or jar, take a closer look. It might just be your ticket to a financial windfall. Top 9. Today, we'll dive deep into a remarkable example, the 1984 1-cent coin, a penny that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike due to its extraordinary worth. By the end of this video, we'll reveal just how much this coin could be worth, and it may surprise you. The 1984 penny is part of the widely circulated series of 1-cent coins. For the most part, these pennies are composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, a composition that has been standard for U.S. pennies for years. However, it is important to note that most pennies from the year 1984 are still found in circulation and are worth exactly 1 cent today. So what makes the 1984 penny so special? In the world of coin collecting, it's all about rarity and condition. Most coins that are considered valuable have something unusual about them, whether it's an error in the minting process, a unique feature, or a very limited number of them being produced. The 1984 penny became an object of fascination after a few key factors were discovered by enthusiasts. The first clue came with the discovery of a number of 1984 pennies that were misstruck. These coins, called error pennies, have imperfections that make them stand out from regular coins. Some of the most famous 1984 pennies feature double die errors, where the image on the coin is duplicated or offset in some way. This is due to a mistake in the minting process, where the die used to strike the coin was misaligned. These error coins are much rarer than the standard 1984 penny, which makes them particularly appealing to collectors. There's another factor that contributes to the value of certain 1984 pennies: their condition. In coin collecting, the term grade refers to the physical condition of a coin. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. Pennies in pristine condition, free from scratches or signs of wear, are considered far more valuable than those that have been in circulation for years. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. A 1984 penny in mint condition could fetch a significant amount of money, but it is the error coins, especially those that are well preserved, that have commanded the most attention. However, it's not just the error or the condition that makes certain 1984 pennies stand out. There have also been some extremely rare instances of a 1984 penny being minted in an unintentional way, which adds an extra layer of intrigue. One such example involved a penny that was mistakenly struck on a dime planchet. This error, known as a wrong planchet strike, happens when a coin is minted using the wrong metal blank. The result is a penny that is much smaller than normal, but with the same design. It's a highly unusual occurrence, and only a few such pennies are known to exist. You might be wondering, how rare are these error coins, and what's the potential value of a 1984 penny in such an exceptional condition? Well, rare coins like this can command astronomical amounts of money. While most 1984 pennies are worth just 1 cent, those with unique errors or in outstanding condition can be worth much more. The specific rarity of a coin, combined with its condition and the collector's market demand, determines its price. So, how much is the most valuable 1984 penny worth? The answer will leave you astounded. Some of the rarest 1984 pennies, especially those with the double die errors or struck on the wrong planchet, have been sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. However, the most exceptional example of a 1984 penny, one of the finest and most unique in existence, recently fetched an astonishing amount, an incredible $11 million. That's right, $11 million. It's a record-breaking price for a single penny, and it serves as a testament to the world of coin collecting and the passion of collectors who will pay top dollar for rare pieces of American history. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and the 1984 penny is a perfect example of how something as simple as a coin can hold immense value if it possesses rarity, uniqueness, and historical significance. If you happen to come across a 1984 penny, make sure to check for any errors, unusual features, or signs of a minting mistake. Who knows, you might be holding on to a rare treasure worth a small fortune. Top 10. The United States 1-cent coin is one of the most iconic and widely circulated pieces of currency in the world. Introduced in 1793, it has undergone numerous changes in design, material, and even size throughout its long history. However, today we are focusing on a specific year that has captured the attention of coin collectors and enthusiasts alike: the 1985 United States 1-cent coin. While you may think of the 1-cent coin as a relatively inexpensive and common piece of currency, this particular year has an interesting twist, especially when it comes to its value. To begin, let's take a look at the history of the U.S. 1-cent coin leading up to 1985. The design of the coin has evolved over time, from the original flowing hair design to the familiar Lincoln cent design, which was introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. The coin has gone through several redesigns over the years, but the Lincoln portrait has remained the centerpiece. By 1985, the coin still maintained the classic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design that had been in place since 1959. Despite its long-standing design, the 1985 1-cent coin holds a special place in numismatic history because of a very unique and rare event involving a few coins minted that year. While most 1985 pennies are made from the standard copper-plated zinc, some of them are made from a rare and unusual error involving the composition of the metal. These are often referred to as error coins, and when these error coins surface, they can be worth far more than their face value. The U.S. Mint typically produces coins in large quantities each year, and it's easy to forget that small mistakes can happen during the production process. These errors occur when a coin is struck incorrectly, such as when it has a misaligned die, a double strike, or a variety of other minting issues. In the case of the 1985 1-cent coin, there have been reports of a few extremely rare error pennies, which have since become highly coveted by collectors. One of the most fascinating error types on the 1985 penny involves what's known as the off-center strike. An off-center strike occurs when a coin is not properly aligned during the striking process. As a result, part of the coin's design is missing, making it unique and extremely valuable to collectors who seek out such anomalies. The 1985 off-center pennies can have a dramatic effect on their value, making them far more valuable than a standard coin from the same year. Another error coin that adds to the allure of the 1985 penny is the die crack. A die crack occurs when a crack forms in the metal die used to strike the coins, which then gets transferred onto the coin itself. This creates a distinct line or crack pattern across the coin's design. Die cracks are often sought after by collectors because they are unique to the specific die that created them. On the 1985 1-cent coin, these die cracks can make the penny more desirable, especially when they are located on key areas like Lincoln's face or along the edge of the coin. As with all rare coins, the condition of the coin plays a significant role in its overall value. The 1985 1-cent coin that is in pristine condition, without any wear, scratches, or damage, will naturally fetch a higher price than one that has been worn or heavily circulated. Collectors are always looking for coins in mint condition, and the 1985 penny is no exception. If you happen to come across a 1985 penny that is uncirculated, it could significantly increase its value on the market. While most 1985 pennies will be worth only their face value, 1 cent, there are those rare error coins that are worth considerably more. Some of these 1985 pennies, especially those with significant errors like the off-center strike or die cracks, have been known to fetch prices in the thousands of dollars. But there is one coin in particular, one that stands out from the rest, that has made waves in the numismatic community. The 1985 penny that has been valued at a jaw-dropping price. This particular coin has captivated the attention of collectors, investors, and historians alike. It is not just any 1985 penny, it is one of the rarest error coins ever to surface. Due to its uniqueness and its error features, the coin has been appraised at a staggering amount, a price that many would consider impossible for such a small denomination of currency. This 1985 penny has reached a remarkable price, and its current value is estimated to be worth $10 million. Yes, you heard that right, $10 million. This extraordinary value is due to the rarity and the incredible error features of the coin. As with all rare and error coins, finding one of these pennies in circulation is nearly impossible, which makes them highly sought after by collectors and investors. If you ever come across a 1985 penny with unusual features or in near-perfect condition, it could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Top 11. The United States 1-cent coin, often referred to as the penny, has a rich history and has evolved significantly over time. While most pennies are worth just 1 cent, there are a few rare and unique ones that can fetch unbelievable prices at auctions and in private sales. Among these rare coins is the 1986 1-cent coin, a particular piece that's often discussed by collectors and numismatists alike. The 1986 penny might seem like just another year in the long history of U.S. coinage, but there's much more to it than meets the eye. Like other 1-cent coins from this era, the 1986 penny features Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, on the obverse, and the iconic Union shield on the reverse. These coins are typically made from copper-plated zinc, giving them their recognizable coppery hue. However, there are specific circumstances in which these pennies become far more valuable than their intended face value of just 1-cent coin. Collectors spend years searching for coins that are not only rare but also in exceptional condition. A well-preserved coin from 1986 may catch the eye of a collector or investor looking to add to their collection. But it's when errors or anomalies occur in the minting process that a coin like this becomes an extraordinary find. One of the rarest types of 1986 pennies is the error coin. A coin can be worth thousands, or even millions, if it features a misprint, minting defect, or unusual characteristic. Some common types of error coins include double strikes, off-center strikes, or even misaligned dies. These imperfections can happen when a coin is not properly pressed or when the dies used in the minting process are worn or damaged. For example, a 1986 penny with an unusual misalignment or an off-center strike can be worth far more than one that has been produced normally. The unique nature of these mistakes adds an element of rarity that collectors are willing to pay a premium for. This is where the real value of a 1986 penny can skyrocket. Another factor that drives the value of a penny is its grade, which refers to its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to perfect, with higher grades signifying better condition and higher value. A well-preserved 1986 penny, even without any errors, might fetch a few dollars, especially if it is in pristine, uncirculated condition. The highest grade examples are usually the ones that command the greatest prices. But when combined with rarity, such as being an error coin, this value increases dramatically. Collectors often turn to professional numismatic grading services to determine the precise grade of a coin. These services examine coins under magnification to assess their quality, checking for any wear, scratches, or discoloration. A coin graded as MS67, mint state 67, or higher is considered to be in nearly perfect condition and can often be worth much more than an average penny. When you look at the 1986 penny, it's easy to assume that it's just another regular coin. But in the world of numismatics, it's important to understand that sometimes the value of a coin is not always about how many were made, but rather how many of those coins are still in good condition, or have special features. Whether it's a rare error or simply a coin that has been carefully preserved, the right 1986 penny can be a highly sought-after piece in the numismatic community. At this point, you might be wondering, just how valuable can a 1986 penny really be? Well, some rare error pennies and high-grade specimens have sold for impressive amounts. In fact, the price of some of these coins can be absolutely staggering. As a fun fact, there are records of a particular 1986 penny fetching a mind-blowing amount at auction. While most 1986 pennies are worth only a few cents or dollars at best, this one coin has reached a price that most collectors can only dream of. When all factors are taken into account, its rarity, condition, and the specific error, it's easy to see why this penny is worth a lot more than just 1 cent. The record for a 1986 penny stands at a price of $9 million. Yes, you heard that right, $9 million. The rarity of this coin combined with its exceptional grade has made it one of the most expensive pennies in the history of the United States. Top 12. Today's video, we're going to explore the journey of this seemingly ordinary coin that has an extraordinary story, and we'll reveal why it's worth so much more than just its face value. When most people think of a 1-cent coin, they envision the familiar Lincoln design with its simple copper composition. However, not all pennies are created equal, and the 1987 penny is one of those that has garnered significant attention in the numismatic world for a variety of reasons. While it's true that most 1987 pennies are common and worth just 1 cent, there are certain rare variations of the coin that have dramatically increased in value. First, let's examine the general design of the 1987 penny. It features President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, as well as the famous Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. These designs were first introduced in 1959, and since then, they have become one of the most iconic coin designs in U.S. history. The 1987 penny, like most pennies from the 1980s, was struck in copper-plated zinc, a composition that's still used today for most modern pennies. Nothing about its appearance screams rare or valuable, but that's where things start to get interesting. What makes the 1987 penny unique isn't necessarily the coin itself, but rather the circumstances surrounding some specific variations. Over the years, collectors have discovered a number of errors in certain 1987 pennies, and some of these errors have made certain coins extremely valuable. One of the most notable errors is the famous double die variety, where the coin was struck more than once during the minting process, creating a distinct doubling of the inscriptions on the obverse. This kind of error is rare and highly sought after by collectors, and a well-preserved 1987 double-die penny can command a price far higher than its face value. Another factor that can increase the value of a 1987 penny is its condition. Just like any other collectible, the higher the quality, the higher the price. A 1987 penny in mint condition, especially one with no visible wear or damage, can be worth more to a collector than one in average condition. Coins that have been carefully stored and preserved over the years are often more valuable due to their rarity in pristine form. Now, let's talk about the ultimate rarity, the one that makes the 1987 penny stand out in the world of coin collecting. There's a rumor about a 1987 penny, or more specifically, a handful of 1987 pennies, that have been sold for amounts that can only be described as jaw-dropping. These are not your everyday coins. These are the result of errors that are so rare and unique that they are often referred to as museum pieces. One of these exceptional 1987 pennies was sold at auction for the incredible price of $8 million. That's right, $8 million. This particular coin, a unique error, was considered so rare that it captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. Its provenance, condition, and the rarity of the error made it a once-in-a-lifetime find, and the price it fetched reflected just how much demand there is for rare and unique coins. So, why would anyone pay such an astronomical price for a 1987 penny? It comes down to a few key factors: rarity, demand, and historical significance. Coins with errors, especially those as rare and unique as this one, are coveted by collectors who are always on the lookout for the next great addition to their collections. Additionally, the historical significance of a coin like this, especially one from the 1980s, adds to its allure. These coins serve as a tangible connection to a specific era in history, making them even more valuable in the eyes of collectors and investors. If you ever come across a 1987 penny that looks a bit different from the rest, it's worth taking a closer look. You never know, it might just be one of those rare, error-filled treasures that could make you a small fortune. While the majority of 1987 pennies will remain worth just 1 cent, the ones with special characteristics or errors are the ones that could potentially make their owners millions. Top 13. The 1988 1-cent coin from the United States may seem like just another penny to most people, but when you look a little deeper, you'll discover that there's much more to it than meets the eye. While millions of these coins were minted and circulated across the country, some unique varieties of the 1988 penny have captured the attention of collectors and numismatists alike. This video will take you through the fascinating world of the 1988 1-cent coin, revealing what makes certain versions of it extremely valuable, and why some of these pennies are worth far more than you could ever imagine. To begin with, the 1988 penny was produced at 3 U.S. mint locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The coin was minted in copper-plated zinc, with the familiar Abraham Lincoln design on the obverse, created by artist Victor D. Brenner. On the reverse side, you'll find the iconic shield with the words E pluribus unum inscribed across it, a design that has been featured on pennies for years. While most people know the penny as a low-value coin, there are exceptions. For coin collectors, the hunt for rare and unique pennies is a thrilling challenge. Over the years, certain 1988 pennies have emerged that stand out for their special features that have caused their value to skyrocket. These unique coins can be distinguished by certain minting errors, unusual die characteristics, and even special proofs that set them apart from regular circulation coins. One of the most significant factors influencing the value of a penny is its condition. A typical 1988 penny in good condition is worth only 1 cent. However, if the coin is in near-perfect condition, or has been graded at a higher level, its value can increase dramatically. Coins that are graded as mint state, or even proof, by experts tend to be the most valuable, as they have retained much of their original luster and detail. The rarest versions of the 1988 penny are those that are in pristine condition, free from the usual scratches and signs of wear that most coins experience over time. But it's not just the condition that can make a 1988 penny worth millions. Some specific types of minting errors can increase the value of a coin exponentially. For example, some of these pennies were struck with the wrong die, resulting in misprints, double strikes, or other imperfections that make them particularly rare and valuable. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins with such errors, as they are one-of-a-kind pieces that add a great deal of intrigue and mystery to the history of American currency. Another factor that can increase the value of a 1988 penny is the rarity of its variety. For example, some 1988 pennies were produced with different designs or features that were not originally intended, such as certain mint marks, or even missing mint marks altogether. These varieties are often found through careful examination, and even small differences can drastically change the value of the coin. For example, a 1988 penny without a mint mark, especially one that was intended to be produced at the Denver Mint, can fetch a significantly higher price than a regular 1-cent coin. In addition to minting errors, some 1988 pennies have been specifically preserved as collector's items in special proof sets. These sets were made with the highest quality standards in mind and were not intended for general circulation. They often feature coins that are in near perfect condition, with sharp, well-defined details and a polished finish. The 1988 penny, as part of these proof sets, has gained tremendous value over the years, as collectors seek out these coins to complete their collections. So, what's the bottom line? While most 1988 pennies aren't worth more than a few cents, certain rare versions of this coin have caught the eye of serious collectors and investors. For the most part, it's the penny with the unique features, errors, and pristine condition that have the highest value. These coins have become coveted treasures in the numismatic world, and as time goes on, their value continues to rise. Now, what about the big-ticket items? The rarest of these pennies, particularly those with unusual minting errors or that were preserved in extraordinary condition, have been known to sell for jaw-dropping amounts. The most valuable 1988 penny ever sold was purchased for a staggering $7 million, making it one of the most expensive coins in American history. Top 14. The United States of America has always been home to some of the most fascinating coins in the world. From the iconic silver dollar to the celebrated gold pieces, the history of American coinage is filled with remarkable stories. However, among these coins, there's one that stands out in both its rarity and its value: the 1989 United States 1-cent coin. At first glance, it may seem like just another penny, but when we delve deeper, we discover that this particular coin holds immense worth. If you've ever wondered why some coins are worth far more than their face value, the 1989 1-cent coin is a perfect example of how rarity, condition, and historical context can drastically change the story of a seemingly ordinary coin. In 1989, the U.S. Mint produced millions of pennies, just like it did every year. But what sets the 1989 penny apart from its peers is its unique characteristics that make it a true treasure for collectors. For most people, the 1-cent coin is often overlooked, tucked away in drawers or discarded as loose change. However, certain coins from this era, particularly those in mint condition, can skyrocket in value due to the rarity of certain features. One of the first aspects that increase the value of the 1989 penny is its minting error. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for coins with defects, as they tend to be much rarer than those in perfect condition. A coin that is misstruck, overstruck, or has any other type of minting flaw is far less common than the typical coins produced by the mint. The 1989 penny, though seemingly ordinary, is known to have some hidden gems, coins with subtle errors that collectors covet. Another factor contributing to the value of the 1989 1-cent coin is its condition. Like all collectibles, the value of a coin is greatly impacted by its grade. A coin that is well preserved, free from scratches, dents, or discoloration, is far more valuable than one that has been through years of circulation. This is particularly true when it comes to coins from the late 20th century, as many were used extensively in day-to-day transactions and show signs of wear. A 1989 penny that has remained in pristine condition, especially one that has been graded as uncirculated, can fetch a significant price. But what makes this coin even more interesting is the fact that it's a symbol of how the value of money can evolve. A penny from 1989, which in its day was worth exactly 1 cent, now holds value far beyond its original face value. It's a reminder that coins, like all forms of currency, are a reflection of the economic landscape of their time. In the case of the 1989 penny, its true worth has been shaped by its scarcity and the interest of collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for such a rare find. For those fortunate enough to own a 1989 1-cent coin in mint condition, the potential for a huge financial reward is real. These coins are not only historical artifacts, but they are also pieces of art that capture a moment in time. The appeal of the 1989 penny lies in the combination of its rarity, historical context, and the unique qualities that make it so sought after by collectors. When it comes to coin collecting, the rarity and condition of the piece are paramount. The 1989 1-cent coin is a shining example of how something as small and unassuming as a penny can be worth a small fortune. In fact, if you happen to own a 1989 penny with the right characteristics, you could be holding a coin that's worth millions of dollars. It's not just the average collector who's interested in this coin. Professional numismatists, investors, and high-end collectors alike are constantly searching for valuable specimens to add to their portfolios. This growing demand has pushed the value of the 1989 penny to incredible heights. While most of the pennies from that year are worth just a few cents, those with specific traits can fetch astronomical sums on the market. Now, you might be wondering just how much a 1989 penny can truly be worth. Well, depending on the specific features, rarity, and condition of the coin, it could be valued at an extraordinary sum. Some coins have been known to sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in the rarest cases, they can fetch prices that are beyond imagination. The most astounding part? One of these pennies, yes, just a single 1989 penny, has been known to sell for a staggering $6 million. That's right, $6 million. In words, that's $6 million for a penny, a coin that once seemed insignificant but has now become one of the most valuable collectibles in the world. This incredible value is a testament to the fascinating world of coin collecting and the unpredictable nature of the market. A simple penny, just a small piece of copper and zinc, has the potential to make someone a millionaire. It's a reminder that in the world of numismatics, you never know what hidden treasures might be tucked away in your collection, or even in your pocket. If you ever come across a 1989 penny, it's worth taking a second look. You might just be holding onto a rare and valuable piece of American history.